Kennedy says COVID vaccines no longer recommended for healthy children and pregnant women.
I couldn't be more pleased to announce that as of today, the COVID vaccine for healthy children and healthy pregnant women has been removed from the CDC recommended immunization schedule.
Just as that got released, this next headline comes in. Highly infectious new COVID strain from China that led to massive spike in hospitalizations has spread to the United States, including New York City.
One of the plays that they could run is releasing an actual strain of some sort of COVID or other infectious disease that has a high mortality rate, that they have a cure to, that they can all immunize themselves with, and then blame the people who called out the first one for the lack of belief in the second one, and then criminally prosecute them if they get back in power. That's the play. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society, and welcome to reality, guys. Today we have Andy and DJ
cruising the internet.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cruise the internet. That's what CTI stands for. Put topics up on the screen. We talk about them. We make fun of them. We speculate on what's true, what's not true, and then we talk about how we, the people, need to solve these problems going on in the world. Throughout the week, we have different shows. Within the show, we have Real Talk. Real Talk's just 5 to 20 minutes of me giving you some real talk. Then we have Q&AF. That's usually Mondays. If you want to know how to submit questions, go listen to that show. It'll tell you exactly how to do it. Then we have 75 Hard Verses. 75 Hard Verses, where people come on the show who have completed the 75 Hard program, who have taken their life from shit and turned it into Shinola. Yeah, that's right. I said it.
I like it.
I know you do. So if you want to do that, you should go listen to episode 208 and get the entire program for free. Now, if you're unfamiliar with 75 Hard, it is the initial phase of the Live Hard program, which is the world's most popular mental toughness program ever. And it is free at episode 208. Now, there is a book. It's called The Book on Mental Toughness. You get that on my website, andyfrisella.com. It has the entire program in there, as well as an entire book of content on mental toughness. So you get a lot more in that. It is not free, but we sell a lot of them. People like it a lot. So go check it out. We also don't run ads on the show. If YouTube throws ads in there, that's not us. Genius. Okay. Every show we get in YouTube, I saw 3 ads. No shit. That's what YouTube does, bro. Can't control it. All right. What?
No, I'm here.
Why are you looking at me weird?
No, I'm just saying it.
Yeah. So anyway, we ask very simply to help us grow the show by sharing it. All right. If it makes you think, it gives you value, it makes you laugh, gives you a new perspective on things, do us a favor and share the show. All right. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.
All right. What's up, man?
Hi.
What?
Nothing, dude. Nothing. What's up?
Nothing.
What's going on with you?
Just chilling, dude.
Yeah, it's a big day today.
Yeah. We had a show for you guys yesterday, but we recorded the whole show, came in here on Monday, recorded the whole show, and we had a bad audio cable.
Yeah.
So,
shit happens, man.
Yeah.
That's how I'm here.
Good show, too.
It was really good. But yeah, no, it's all right. You know, it's okay. Today's a big day, though.
Today is a very big
June
day.
June 1st is a big day.
It's a very big day.
Wait, today, oh, shit. Am I that up? It's not June 1st.
You want to start over?
No, keep that.
All right. So what's today, actually?
Well, today's Wednesday,
the
28th of May.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a big day.
I don't know where my mind was.
Yeah.
Why is it today a big day?
I don't know. I kind of forgot why today was such a big day.
Yeah, it's just brighter out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It can lighten up a room.
I feel a little cooler. You know,
yeah.
I feel like I could do like
more free.
Yeah. Like a rap video.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. What is it?
Something screaming inside of you.
Yeah. You know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
It's freedom screaming.
That's what it is.
It's coming from deep.
Yeah.
Inside my loins.
In the groin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's coming from my soul.
Fuck, man. This
coming from my past life.
This sounds so dirty.
I'm just saying. I'm about to scream some freedom. What?
You're almost there. Yeah.
I'm almost there. All right.
Yeah, man.
The big news.
Yeah, big news.
Is if you guys had noticed, we had been teasing these new cans. But here's the thing. They're not just new cans. They're entire new formulas. And they are amazing.
This is an ad. It is an ad.
Yeah. We don't run ads, but
This is.
I'll make an exception for you just because I know you want this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is an ad. This is the world's greatest energy drink in the history of Earth. I'm very confident in sharing that opinion. What do you think?
Dude, listen, I'm happy.
Well, I thought of you. You know, we thought of you when we launched the flavors. We said, what would be DJ's favorite flavor to have? And
Bring back all the childhood trauma.
yeah, and we came up with a grape.
Oh, wow, great.
Yeah, and the grape is amazing.
Dude, it's spot on.
I thought about Zishan too, bro, and we made a special flavor for him, but that one won't actually be available in stores. We just custom make him for when he wants it. It's curry water. You know what I'm saying? It's nice and spicy and
That sounds terrible.
yeah,
Launching on 11th of July.
yeah. That's right. You like it, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Drink it every day.
Yeah. Why don't you show them what it looks like? There you go. That's orange.
Yep. Orange
That must be
chicken.
orange curry.
That's right.
Is that kind of like orange chicken?
Yes.
Yeah.
Butter chicken, orange.
All right, guys, here's the deal. The brand new Form Energy drinks just dropped today. And if you guys were paying attention, we made a huge deal back in January to get the distribution of these drinks all over the world, all over the country. And you will be able to find these pretty much anywhere starting this week.
Yeah, you ain't got to fight cashiers
Yeah,
anymore.
now you can if you want.
Yeah.
You could definitely fight them if you want.
But you won't have
Sometimes it's fun.
Yeah, right.
But you don't have to anymore because they're going to be pretty much everywhere that you're going to be able to get drinks. So look for it, support it, try it out, tag us in it, tag me in it. I'm going to tell you right now, this is not just bullshit. If you think it's bullshit, you can come kick me in the balls. But I'm telling you right now, these are the best drinks ever made. And they make our old ones. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, oh, I love the old ones. Dude, just wait. Just wait. This one here makes the old Screaming Freedom taste like NyQuil.
Yeah.
Okay. And that grape, the one we made last year that we were going to launch, that grape makes that one taste like Dimetapp.
Yeah.
Like, these are so good.
Robitussin.
Listen, yeah, dude, I can't believe how good they are. And I'm not just saying that, dude. Like, I'm not just saying that. You guys have to go try them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been one of the biggest things we've been working on. And you're going to be able to get them everywhere. Your grocery store, your C-store, pretty much everywhere. If you can't get them, I'd be very surprised. So check it out. This is the Screaming Freedom. DJ's got the grape. Zishan's got the orange curry. And then we've got a blue raz that is, we don't show. It's really good too, but I'm just not a blue raz guy.
Yeah.
And then we have a bunch of other flavors on the
books.
coming up list, which will come out a little bit later this year.
In
So
due time.
very, very excited. We're all very excited. And
I'm happy for you, man. Dude, I'm proud of you, man.
it's been cool, dude.
It's been
we
really awesome.
did this partnership with Brendan Whitworth from AB, Dana White, and us here to form a new joint venture on with drinks. It's been super fun. We've all had a great time doing it. It's great people involved. All companies that support, actual people, not trying to do everything with AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all culturally in line, and it feels good, man. I'm really excited about it, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy it. So
I know they are.
yeah, I know they are too.
I know
Dude,
they are.
this flavor here is, I mean, you tried them all, right?
Mhm.
What's your ranking?
I would personally, I would go Screaming Freedom, grape, orange, blue raz.
What did you try them all? What do you think?
I like the orange the best.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Orange is, I mean,
like they're all
it's hard for
solid,
me to
yeah.
pick. I don't like blue raz anything,
Mm-hmm.
but it's good.
It's good.
But like, that's definitely at my bottom just because I never drink that.
Yeah.
But the Screaming Freedom, I think, is my favorite.
number
And then I think Grape and Orange are like tied. And then Blue Raz.
Yeah.
And I guess if I had to pick over Grape and Orange, I'd probably pick Orange just because
Of course.
that's more, because I'm racist, Yeah, no, that's just more what I drink.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I just drink, I like orange stuff. Like I like orange Gatorade. I like orange soda. I like orange.
Yeah.
Orange president.
I like orange curry. Yeah.
Shit, orange president.
Or I like an orange president too. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Well, the audience should let us know if they agree with your rankings or not.
Yeah. Well, they haven't tried it yet.
I mean, when they try.
Look, it's hard for me to pick between orange and grape. Like real talk, they're both phenomenal.
Yeah. I don't see flavors, so I get it.
Yeah. Well, Well, we did have you try another flavor, didn't we?
Oh, you did.
Can't talk about that one though.
Hey, that's secret sauce.
We got
right
that.
there.
We got that corn water coming. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys. So that's the ad for the show.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Form Energy.
No ads.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's sick, man.
Yeah.
Bling bling.
Bling bling. Okay. All right, dude.
All right. Well, on with the show. So we got a. We like to win here,
Yeah.
right? Winning's great.
I like having the medals.
It's nice.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And winning's good. Winning's great. It's needed.
Mm-hmm.
And over the weekend, it's been a long weekend for a lot of people, but kept getting tagged in this thing, and I'm like, start looking into it.
Bro, can I stop right now? Like, how do these walk around wearing this shit all the time?
They don't.
Or they put it on right before they go
Yes.
out? Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now because this is not comfortable.
It's got some weight to it.
No, it does. This is real. This isn't like no fake ass shit, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This thing costs like $400,000.
Yeah.
Not really. It was like not even close. It's not real. But that's what these guys do on the internet,
is really
bro.
heavy, though.
Yeah, it's super heavy. I don't see how them guys do it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I need to take this thing off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need his help. I need help.
Come on, dearest.
Shit.
Hang low.
Shit.
Credit score is back.
Oh man. All right.
Yeah, so we like winning, and over the weekend, man, we kept getting tagged in this stuff, and
Winning.
I'm happy to report we are back in first place.
Dude. In what? I mean, I always knew that.
Well, I mean, but there is a catch to this, but let's dive into it. So there's this company out there called Adfonsis Media, okay, and they claim that they help people navigate the news, okay, and they
Oh God.
basically weigh biases within media, okay, podcasts, TV shows, and Andy, we're number one. We are the most extreme right, unreliable podcast out there.
No way.
Oh yeah, bro. There you go. There you go.
No.
Yep.
Come.
This is real. This is not.
We are according to this chart,
Mhm.
we are the furthest right and the most misinformation.
Yeah. Yep. Contains inaccurate or fabricated information. Yep. Number one, man.
How can that be inaccurate?
Well, I don't know.
We're the only people on here that's why, because we hit on everybody.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, like, so I started looking into
How are we more right when there's entire shows dedicated to supporting the candidates on the right and agree with them no matter what?
no matter what. Yeah.
How?
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. Well, I thought about it. I'm like, well, I mean, okay, so if we're this, right? Like,
And by the way, have you ever heard any of those people that run those shows give any credit to anybody on the left ever?
No.
I believe that we do that quite often when they do good things.
Yeah.
I think
It's rare, but it happens.
yeah, it is rare, but there is some people that do shit. Look, I feel like we call balls and strikes, bro.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we do.
I that's how I feel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it just got me to thinking, like, okay, well, like, what do they consider to be reliable news and like unbiased news. And you want to take some guess? You want to take some guesses on this?
I would bet that, first of all, the companies that they think are unbiased are totally in line with who these people are.
Mm-hmm.
But I bet if we looked into it, it's going to be the companies who benefited from things like USAID, where they stole our tax dollars and pumped it into these media companies for the purpose of propaganda. That's what I would bet.
Mm-hmm.
And I bet this company, I speculate that this company is probably involved in some of that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, 100%.
So who do they think is number one?
Yeah, I mean, well, they got NPR.
Oh, so exactly what I just said.
NPR, they have a negative bias.
How do you have a negative bias?
Like negative, like negative bias.
What does that mean?
Yeah, they're negatively biased.
Look it up. What's a negative bias? I don't even know what the
negative
that means.
bias.
I mean, I'm a simple-brained dude, Bray. I'm not very smart.
It's negative 0.28. They are right smack down the middle, and they provide reliable fact reporting news.
Oh, okay. So who else do they think?
Yeah, you got ABC.
Oh,
Yep, they have a negative 0.3 bias.
wait. So
Yep.
who else? Anybody else?
60 Minutes, who just got sued by Trump for
60 Minutes?
fabricating shit.
$20 billion lawsuit
Yeah,
for
right.
lying.
Yep.
What?
But they
Anybody
just
else?
skew left. They skew left. Well, I mean, here's where it gets interesting, bro, because like
I bet if you go down the list, bro, I bet it's all the big names. I bet it's MSNBC. I bet it's CNN affiliate podcasts.
Yeah, they're
I
fine.
bet it's all that shit.
Yeah, they just skew left, but they're good. Right?
Okay. So let me get this right.
Uh-huh.
So if we are the furthest right
Mhm.
and the most misinformation on a podcast ranking that ranks NPR, ABC, 60 Minutes, CNN, MS as the reliable sources, that actually does make us number one.
Yeah, we are number one.
That you flip that around. Man, we
It
win.
feels good.
Hey, bro, we made it.
We made it.
We
Now, I'll say this.
we made it.
We made it, man.
Bro,
Well, but here's the thing, man. Like,
that's true though.
It is. No, it is true. Now,
That means we're giving out more facts.
Mm-hmm.
We've been right about more things, and we're more center than any of these people.
yeah.
I'll take it.
Dude, well, I mean, listen, I've always looked at it like this. I'm like, like, what about the OG? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're labeled conspiracy theorists and all that crazy stuff. And I'm like, dude, no, for sure, like, Alex Jones got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they have a score here. He has a reliability. Look at his bias rating, 31 versus negative bias ratings, right? No, he's second place, baby.
Oh shit! I don't know about that,
Dude, no, this is their shit. They
that's
have an
real?
interactive chart.
So, dude, here's what happened. Guaranteed. One of these little nerds in their office started listening. yeah, they listen to Alex shows. They're like, God, this guy is so annoying. And then they listen to us and they hate us. They're like, I hate Andy and DJ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, could you imagine the meltdown that happened when they were evaluating our show? Straight meltdown.
Dude.
Nuclear meltdown.
Well, and so their process, how they say they do this is like they'll listen to sources, right? They listen, whether it's a news article or podcast, they listen to it. And then they have a three-panel group of analysts, one right, one left, one center, that read through it or digest it, and then they all independently come up with the score, and then it averages out.
Well, let's first of all, everything that even skews right is considered far right.
Super far right.
By those people.
100%.
So, and anything that puts out any information that isn't approved by the media matrix, the government-funded propaganda machine, is considered misinformation.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're ranking us that far outside of that, that means that we are telling the truth and we are unbiased. So that's a pretty good thing. And I wouldn't say we're unbiased, dude. I'm definitely biased more towards the conservative side, but that's because the Overton window has shifted so far to the left, right? Like when I in 2020, when I was 20 years old, I was definitely down the middle, man.
Mm-hmm.
And anybody who thought like me and you think, those were centrists. And now we've been pushed to the far right, I guess, apparently.
Yeah. Most extreme right.
Because the window has shifted so far to the left. And really the truth is most conservatives have shifted with it. You know, the things they say they're trying to conserve are not being conserved at all. You know, they're starting to little by little accept things that are outside what they wanted to conserve anyway. And that's what causes the window to shift. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I mean, real talk. I mean, that does put us at where we need to be.
Yeah, I'm proud of it, man.
So it is. Who's the panel?
This lady on the
is that
left,
the panal?
No, that's the founder and CEO. So her name is Vanessa Otero.
Okay.
She's like a copyright lawyer or some shit out in Colorado that started this back in like 2016. But yeah, that's her on the left. I'm not sure who these two ladies are. But I mean, you're looking into this, like, dude, like, here's the thing. This company's not going to be non-existent in a few years.
Well, why do you think that is?
Because one, nobody believes it. Nobody trusts you guys.
That's
you guys
right.
Lost all their trust. Nobody's funding this.
Dude, this is like gaslighting your agenda and thinking that people are stupid.
Bro, they're operating at a net negative $1 million a year right now.
Well,
and that's from their own SEC filing. So,
well, look, dude, there's a reason for that. And there's a reason that all these mainstream media outlets that were funded by USAID, directly or indirectly, there's a reason that the ratings for CNN and ABC and MSNBC have tanked over the last few years. There's a reason nobody trusts these people, and it's because they're smart enough to know when they're being manipulated and lied to. And forming these fake charts and these fake, rankings and all of this shit and trying to make it look official only contributes to the mistrust even more. You're not like
you're not fooling nobody.
No, that's it, dude. And these people all think they can still trick people by putting out things like this. And people are smarter than that, man. Yeah. And dude, you're not going to be able to continue to operating like that. It's not going to happen.
Well, where they fucked up is, bro, like they stopped being afraid of just directly lying to people, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell the American people one thing, right? And then when that American goes outside and sees the reality of what's actually happening, and then they're hearing you say everything's fine when, cities are burning down across the country, or the economy's great and gas prices are 10 times higher.
They've seen it too many times.
You can't fool them.
We're not talking about right this second, but like when the George Floyd stuff was happening, and then they tried to say it wasn't happening, and then they said, you can't go outside, you can't do anything, 6 feet apart, wear a mask, but then they can flood millions of people in the streets and nobody gets sick, right? You could go into a restaurant and you got to wear your mask as you walk through the restaurant, but when you sit down, you could take it off. Like, people are smarter than that, dude. And we could go on and on. They did this with the Black Square. They did it with COVID. They did it with Ukraine. They've done it with this Israel thing, the Israel-Hamas thing. And dude, people are seeing it. And they've done it with the economy. They did it with Joe Biden's health. And dude, it kind of it doesn't kind of, it exposes their elitist mentality that we are so much smarter than them.
Yeah.
We went to school, we went to Ivy League, we came from Harvard, or we came from Yale, or we came from Cornell, and we're so much smarter than you that we can lie to your face and you'll believe it. And dude, that's just not true. Okay. Going to a college at this point in time is more about indoctrination, cultural indoctrination, than it is about education. And let's not mention the worthlessness of it because of the length of it now. The world changes so fast now that by the time you start to learn a skill and go through 3 or 4 years or 5 years, unless you're going to be a doctor or unless you're going to be an engineer. But the truth of the matter is like, dude, the technology is replacing these professions and going to continue to replace these professions. And these people are so arrogant, they don't think that's going to happen. Like, there are videos online of AI doing X-ray scans of people's lungs and
processing it in seconds.
Yeah. And the doctor who even says on the video, you saw the video?
Yeah. He's like, bro, I spent 10 years trying to hone this.
Yeah. He goes, dude, and this thing did it in 10 seconds and it saw things that I didn't see. So like, dude, these people, their arrogance of how smart they are is about to eat them alive.
Dude, even all these attorneys, man, because I mean, we're an over litigious country.
Well, that's not going to happen because they won't allow it to happen. That's going to be
the final straw.
Yes, that's going to be when that starts to happen. That is when we will see some sort of regulation because attorneys make the law. No, for real.
That was real, man.
Attorneys make the laws, and they're not going to allow their profession to be eaten up by AI and technology. I just don't see it happening.
They won't allow it.
No. And so that's what makes me feel a little bit better about limiting it. But dude, like, you know, it's just arrogance, dude, you know, and it's people that think they're smarter than everybody and they're not. And they've never been around regular people. They've never been to Iowa or Missouri or Tennessee or, you know, outside of a big city or, you know, to any of these states that we would say, like, you know, what we would call maybe the average American lives, right? Like
normal USA.
Yes, like real America, you know, like they don't go outside their big offices and their fancy, you know, rooms with important people. And like, you know, every state, you know, has these people, right? Like California has them, Colorado has them, Texas has them. The whole country's made up of people like we're describing. And how those people view people like us who grew up in that world isn't, you know, hey, it's like this, they see it as like this fat hillbilly with no teeth that can barely speak. And because they have that viewpoint, they are completely out of touch. And because of their arrogance and ego, it keeps them out of touch. And and it's going to end up eating them up.
Yeah.
They're like, why are we losing money? Why can't we make any? Well, dude, because people see what you're doing. They see what you're doing. You want to turn that shit around, start telling the truth.
Yeah, bro. That's real, man. Guys, jump in. Send us some congratulations.
Yeah. Hey, congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Sir. Good, sir.
Congrats.
Let's find out about the negative bias.
I get it now after I think I contextually understood it now.
Yeah.
It means if you're over 0, you're actually biased. If you're under 0, you're less biased.
No, it's not about less bias. It's more towards having an unfavorable attitude. So a person might have a negative bias towards a particular political party, leading them to disregard positive aspects of that party.
Got it. Okay.
So exactly what they are.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they're not negative 0.6.
Jesus.
They're negative 80.
Yeah, right.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's funny. We're the most biased. Dude, we're the only guys. And I mean this with respect, but we're the only guys, real talk, who called every single move
objectively
out months and months ahead of everybody else seeing it. And we haven't gotten credit because we're so far ahead when we say it, right? And what value is it to people to be, and everybody else, they talk about it as it's going on.
Yeah.
Okay? Think about how easy it is to talk about something as it's going on versus actually anticipating what's going to happen and telling people this is what's about to happen. That's a different kind of thing. That's what we do here.
Well, bro, that takes courage. It takes balls.
It also takes vision that people don't have.
Yeah.
All right. And here's the thing. What's more valuable to the individual? Well, obviously, the guys who say, hey, this is going to happen, let's prepare for this, is much more valuable than the person says, hey, this happened, and here's what's going on today.
This?
Right. So, like, dude, the problem with us being so far ahead like we have been, and by the way, if you think we're full of shit, feel free to go back and listen to all the shows because we were way ahead and we got crushed every time. Conspiracy theorists, you know, whatever, dude, all the time. And we haven't been wrong. We've been right. Just like Alex Jones has been mostly right.
Yeah,
he's way ahead.
He's like 10 years ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
And dude, the people don't like the way Alex delivers his content because he gets passionate about it, just like I do, just like you do. But even if we had said it in a calm way, they're still not going to listen because it's so far out of their vision that they can't see it coming down the pipe. All right. So what ends up happening is we get dismissed, and then these regular dudes get to be like, they get the credit when they're talking about it while it's happening. And we as people need to start trying to anticipate what's going to happen so that we could prepare instead of, you know, just reacting as it happens. You know, part of the thing of social media is that I feel like it creates a situation where people believe that just posting about things is actually making a difference. Yeah. No. And I think it's an intentional outlet for that. I think the internet is being used as an intentional blow-off spout for the bad things that are happening in the world, where if we didn't have social media and people didn't have to post about it, we would see real action. And so my intent here is to call things out as they come and let you guys handle the preparation and the action inside your communities. That's the whole intent, right? But whatever, man. I mean, like, I know we've been right, and I think it's funny that, like, I just think it's funny that, like, some of these shows get all the love, and we don't get as much, even though we've been right for a year ahead of them or 6 months ahead of them. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
I mean, it's not like we don't get love. We were number 25 show in the world yesterday, number 1 in business. But you know. It's whatever, man. It's not, I don't know. Like, it requires action, I guess is what I'm saying. Like, we have to take action in our communities, and it's not, no one's coming to do that, dude. That's you guys that listen to the show. And I know that sucks because I know your plate's full and you're trying real hard and you want to be doing your life the best you can, but no one's going to do it if you don't do it. That's the truth. So.
Yeah, man, that's real. Guys, let's know down in the comments what you guys think about that. With that being said, let's get into our cruise. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. Remember, as always, if you want to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to andyfrisella.com. You guys can find them all linked there for you. Or come check us out on YouTube and follow along with us as we cruise the internet. With that being said, headline number 1, let's get into it. It is coming off of Memorial Day weekend. Very, very... very memorable day. Should be a memorable day for us. But a lot of stuff happened over the weekend we got to cover real quick. Did you see the French president get bitch slapped by his husband?
Yeah, I did.
So I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen it by now, but we got to catch up on this. Yeah, bizarre moment. French President Macron is shoved in the face by his husband while squabbling.
By his husband.
What's squabbling? Is that like a white people thing?
I don't know. I thought it was, but you know, apparently it's just like a little scuffle.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we.
I don't know. Kendrick Lamar just made a song about it.
Squabbling?
Squabble up.
Squabble up. Squabble. He did, didn't it? I'm off.
I know.
Yeah. Damn.
You're white.
Drink some more of this real quick.
Yeah,
yeah, man. So they landed.
You're losing your superpowers.
That's
bro.
what it is, man.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Hey, listen, you know, it is what it is.
You got to drink up, man.
Yeah. But they were going to Vietnam, okay, for a state visit. The plane lands on the tarmac, and you know, just like any other, world leader, the door opens on the jet, and he's supposed to come down. Well, this is what they caught. Let's check this clip. Nope. It's the smile.
Bro, it's so funny.
Oh, hey.
Dude. Bro.
But this is how you know he was pissed, all right? Like she was, you know, and I say his, I mean the Bridget woman, lady, potentially. Tries to like hold her hand going down the rail. She says no. She says no. And then this was them right on the tarmac.
Bro, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's got his fist clenched. Yeah, he's mad.
Oh, he's pissed.
Bro, he must be a pretty small dude because she's tiny.
She's really
tiny. And they're not far off the same size.
Yeah.
But dude, there's no doubt in my mind that that's a man. Candace Owens explodes this. You know, like you could tell that's a wig. It always looks exactly the same. It never grows. It never gets longer. It never gets shorter. It always moves the same. I mean, I don't know. Actually, I do know. I mean, Candace is right. And isn't she like 70?
Yeah, she's old.
And he's like what?
Yeah, she is
45 or something?
Yeah, something like that. She's 72, he's 47. And that's the thing, dude. They met. Like, I mean, look at
Come on, man.
Dude. The couple met in 1993 when she was a 39-year-old high school teacher, and the future French head of state was her 15-year-old student and a classmate of her daughter. Okay, first of all, That's nasty. Okay, even if she is a chick, that's nasty.
It's pedophile shit.
It's pedophilia.
Yeah.
It's pedophilia. The crazy, like I followed that Candace Owens report on this.
Yeah.
Did you know that the French government offered her like a one-time, like $3 or $5 million payment, like a one-time payment plus like $15,000 a month for the rest of her life if she doesn't talk about that situation no more. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, look, man, I don't think Candace is for sale.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You can think whatever you want, bro, but she says what she thinks is the truth, and I think she's pretty good at it.
I think I do agree with that.
Yeah.
Man. And it's like, but like that right there should tell you something. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
dude, it seems like she's some sort of handler or something for somebody they picked.
Groomed this dude when he was young.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
and he's going to do exactly what we tell him.
for sure.
And dude, you know what? Listen, there might be one or two, but there's no 47-year-old man who is in that position who's with a 72-year-old.
No.
Woman. It's not happening, dude.
Mm-mm.
It's not even believable a little bit.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm
I don't care
saying?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
So, whatever, man. I mean, I bet he's pretty pissed, bro, because
Well, that's embarrassing.
it's
man.
super embarrassing. And also, he's probably like, listen, you know what I could be doing? But I'm here being loyal to you.
Yeah. To a dude.
72-year-old man with
Yeah, right.
saggy balls. You know what I'm saying? Like,
A little bitty baguette.
I don't care that he's
Yeah.
into that, whatever, if
Yeah,
that's
that's
what he's
fine.
into. But
That's
let's be
cool.
real. She's old.
You telling me
not
that's your only
attractive.
option you got?
There's no way.
It's not
There's
possible.
no way. He's a good-looking dude, bro.
It's not possible. No. Fuck no. And yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and the part that I hate too, like they try to just like play it off. Like his quote that he gave out yesterday, he says, quote, "We are squabbling and rather joking with my wife," Macron said. People are saying all sorts of nonsense. Everyone needs to calm down. And somebody on his team said, quote, "It was a moment when the president and his wife were decompressing one last time before the start of a trip by joking around."
Decompressing with some domestic violence. Are you sure? You sure they're not American?
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. We can kind of relate. I get it, you know?
Oh man.
So it was a moment of togetherness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it does not.
No, yeah, it does. Quote.
It's a moment of togetherness. No more was needed to feed the mills of the conspiracy theorists. This is what we were just talking about. Like, we saw it.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it.
Dude.
She punched him in the face.
Yeah.
They weren't joking.
Her hands was together with his face.
Yeah.
That's what we saw. Yeah, like, blink twice if you need help, Macron. Like,
Yeah.
just blink twice, bro. Blink twice. We'll come save you from him.
Ugh.
Oh.
It's so gross.
Dude, it's nasty.
It's so gross. You think that's just a show, or you think he like really like has sex with her?
Dude, French people are nasty.
No, they're not.
Oh, bro.
What do you mean? What, have you been to France?
Bro, like that, bro,
I've been to France a bunch of times.
That's the place of love, bro. Like they do some interesting shit.
Oh, you mean nasty?
Yeah, right,
No,
right.
the sex museums in Amsterdam. They're nasty.
Bro, French get down.
How do you know?
Bro, all the sex menage a trois. You know where that came from?
Yeah, that's French.
French. Yeah.
I'm sure they didn't invent the concept. It probably just sounds the best. Pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You think she still has her hedges?
her what?
Her hedges.
What's that?
Bush.
Oh, no, I think she has balls. I think she's got her blueberries.
She got some blueberries. Yeah. Some macarons.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Man, these people at the top, bro, they're no different than these kings and queens that we've read about in the past.
Mm-hmm.
They just make us feel different about it because they figured out eventually people kill those people.
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd be pissed. I wish Alex would.
Mm.
Bro.
Well, he went right back at her.
Yeah. Dude, bro, I'll drink one of those citrus blasts so quick, it'd be on and popping.
Ugh. All right. Did they shut the door back after that happened?
No. It's just replaying. Oh, hey, come here.
That's right.
Like.
That's right.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But yeah, so I had to get that out of the way. You had to talk about it.
Yeah.
But we are coming off of Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Very, very important important day for the United States. Trump, he spoke at Arlington National Cemetery. He's been on this really pro-military kick, I guess you can call it. This is an MSNBC article. I know you see it. Go ahead.
The president to speak at Arlington National Cemetery to mark Memorial Day. Who made this headline?
This is MSNBC.
The Trump to speak. Listen to this shit, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Trump to speak at Arlington National Cemetery to mark Memorial Day. Nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Accurate headline.
What's the subline?
The president will also participate in a typically somber wreath-laying ceremony after posting several messages on social media throughout the morning. So what you're saying is he didn't do the performative somber act that you guys all do. He actually just was normal, then went to the event and did what he's supposed to do.
Yep.
Like
So
every
he had to draw attention to his social media post.
Bro, every single thing these people, this is another reason why nobody believes him, because everybody can recognize when look, every single person out here, all of you listening, all of us, we can recognize when someone we don't like does something good. All of us, we can all do it. We can be like, hey, I don't really like that neighbor, but I really like that he did this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We all have the ability to do that.
Yeah, it's being objective. Like,
Yeah.
you're supposed
And
to do
dude,
that.
when you can't, when the media the media has not said a single thing positive about President Trump since 2015 when he said he was going to run.
That's it.
Okay?
That's right.
Not a single headline, not a single thing. You could be Charles Manson, and in that amount of time, you're going to do something decent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you could be the worst person that ever lived, and in over 10 years, you're going to find something that you say, well,
That's
you
not
know,
bad.
he is a psycho, but he did that. And that's their job. Their job is to report.
Mm-hmm.
And you wonder why companies like that initial one that we talked about are going out of business and ad revenue is drying up and viewers drying up for all these people is because, dude,
They do
we
shit
can
like
see
this.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're not the only one, bro. Like, I mean, like I said, Trump's been putting a lot of attention on our military because we know how, the state of our military as a whole has been, for the last 4 years. But it's like, again, like he can't win. He goes to West Point for their graduation. This is a political headline. Trump magnifies West Point.
Appearing in a red MAGA cap, the president delivered what sounded at times like a rally speech to the West Point graduates. Is that not what he's supposed to do?
I mean,
Is that not the role of the leader of the United States?
the commander in chief.
Is he not supposed to rally the troops? What would you like him to do? Show up and say, hey, boys, we're going to cut our dicks off.
Yeah, or fall on the stage.
Yeah, dude.
That was fine.
Dude, get out of here, man.
That was fine.
Like, these people are so ridiculous. They won't even let you have Memorial Day.
Bro.
Like, Memorial Day is supposed to be every day. Like, we're supposed to have honor every day. We're supposed to remember what these people did every single day. Not just 1 or 2 or 3 days a year. Memorial Day, 4th of July, Veterans Day. Look, these people died so that you can have an opportunity in life. There was a time where Americans understood that. There was a time where we lived that. These people paid for your freedom in blood. Okay? Legitimately. Literally. And we have so many people that are willing to waste their life away thinking that it's about them, forgetting that people have sacrificed everything. My dad's dad died in France after storming the beach on D-Day. He died 6 months later as a 20-year-old man, never meeting his own son. My grandma was pregnant with him when he left. Okay? He never got to see my dad grow up. He never got to see my brother do what he's done, become a tremendous athlete, play professional baseball, become an amazing CEO, an amazing father. He never saw any of that. He never saw anything that I've done. And we here, my family, we take that serious, right? It's directly in our family. But I have people all the time tag me in these little comments and say, who's this asshole saying how we should live? It's none of his business. No, it is my business. Because my family has paid, and a lot of other families have paid. And not only that, we have to live with the consequences of the poor leadership and the selfishness of people who forget that there's an obligation to being free in America. It is our obligation to do the best that we can. It is our obligation to try. I'm not saying you have to be perfect. I'm saying you have to try. You have to think about who's coming behind you. You have to understand that what you do, they will also do. Okay? And we have to restore the respect through our actions and through how we live for Memorial Day and for 4th of July and for Veterans Day. And really, it should be every day. That's how we should be living. And Trump goes to West Point to rally the troops, and the media destroys him for it. Like, dude, we're not living in a real America. These people are anti-American. They hate us. Okay? And we need to understand that. And the only way for us to counter that is to live to the standard that I'm talking about. That's the only way. Because if it was up to them, we'd all be confined to our households, fed shitty food so that we would become fat, unhealthy, pumping our brains full of garbage, which they've been doing for 70 years, so that we will buy their pharmaceuticals and buy their cures and consume their information and become mega consumers of the mega companies so that they win and we lose and we're easy to control. And dude, the only way for us to get the power back as it is at an individual level. And it's the only way for us to win. Yeah. It just is. And like, dude, this is disgusting shit. It's disgusting. Like, we're going to disrespect Memorial Day by talking about some irrelevant bullshit to try and tarnish because you don't like Trump. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. You're gonna criticize him for leading the troops. Right. The people who have the actual courage and balls to fight for you while you type that article. Yeah, dude, these people, it was like that debate you did the other night with that lady. Like, bro, she's saying, well, what is Pete Hegseth's qualifications? Well, I don't know. Like, he's been on the battlefield. Mm-hmm. He knows what actually it's like to be a soldier. I believe he's very well educated. Is he not? He's very well educated. He's been in, where did he go to school? I want to say he went to, let me double check. Princeton. And Harvard. Yeah. Oh, so everybody's like, oh, who's this guy and what's he qualified for? Well, I mean, he's pretty qualified. Yeah, pretty qualified. And because he sat on a news show, they think he's just some political commentator. Anchor. Yeah, right. Yeah. Right. Like, dude, and these people, they want to be right so bad that they're willing to flush. I mean, look, I don't think a lot of the people understand what's going on, but the media knows what's going on. But the regular people out here, they want to be right so bad that they're willing to flush their own lives down the toilet to win. Like, dude, it's really weird. Yeah, it is super crazy, man. Other things on this, man, it's like, like I said, they've been on this push to kind of revitalize our servicemen and women, right? And for good reasons. For the last 4 years, we've been kind of wearing dog masks and wearing dresses. We've been demoralized on the national, on a global scale. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, one of the other things that came out from this weekend is a brand new ad touting our military strength and power. Let's check this out.
Now that is copyrighted, so we'll link the video for you guys.
Well, anyway, it's awesome.
It's badass. Bro.
Yeah.
It's badass. And like it's good to see. It's really good.
That's what we're supposed to have. That's what we're supposed to do. That's how we're supposed to promote our military. We're supposed to attract the young, strong men that want to go and do cool shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the best part he said in that whole video was the wars that we don't have to fight.
Right.
Because we have a strong military and it's a strong deterrent. That's how it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we ain't gonna do no shit because USA, they'll get our ass.
That's how life works, man.
That's
how
it
life works.
That's how it is. They don't give a fuck about our pup mask, bro.
Yeah,
like that doesn't scare nobody.
Yeah.
Now in good news, something to report. New polls came out today, and right now we are finally at 50% for the first time in poll history of a majority saying the country's on the right track. So this just came out. This is hot off the press. This is a Rasmussen report poll that 50% of the country is now saying that we are in the right direction. Even 31% of Democrats are saying it. So that's good to see. It's good to see. I would say we are in the right direction. But something else came out. This last little piece I want to touch on this, man, because I thought this was interesting. Did you see? Again, we got rats jumping ship left and right.
Mm-hmm.
Jake Tapper, he's kind of the biggest mole of the group. Went for years denying that there was any problems in the Biden White House, and he was completely fine. And but now he's writing a book, trying to save his own ass, basically.
Mm-hmm.
This new article just came out. A former Biden aide admits staff felt justified doing undemocratic things to stop existential threat, Donald Trump.
Oh, so treasonous activities.
That's what it sounds like to me.
That's exactly what it sounds
That's
like.
what it sounds like to me.
Correct.
Yeah. Axios reporter Alex Thompson revealed on Fox News Sunday with Shannon Bream that White House insiders revealed to him that they often viewed themselves as the decision makers in the Biden administration and were shielded from the president's oversight. Let's check this clip out.
Well, and it did seem like there's so many people who you would have thought would have access to him who didn't, because of this inner circle that really much managed his schedule and his time and his access in a way that didn't give a lot of people, one-on-one time with him. In the book, you quote a longtime Biden aide basically admitting he shouldn't be running again. They said to you on page 85, he just had to win, and then he could disappear for 4 years. He'd only have to show proof of life every once in a while. His aides could pick up the slack. Who would have been running the White House in a second Biden term?
Well, this person went on to say that when you're voting for a president, you're voting for the aides around him. But these aides were not even Senate confirmed aides. These are White House aides. These were unelected people. And one of the things that really, I think, comes out in our reporting here is that if you believe, and I think a lot of these people do sincerely believe, that Donald Trump was and is an existential threat to democracy, you can rationalize anything, including sometimes doing undemocratic things, which I think is what this person is talking about.
Sounds like treason to me.
It is treason. Just like we said, 4 years. Did we not say this was exactly what was happening?
Bro, did you hear that part? That they just have to get him elected and then he can disappear for the next 4 years.
Yeah. Dude, those people should all be in jail. Honestly, they should be executed. That is completely out of line with the Constitution. It harmed so many people, because these people don't understand what they're doing. They're working for an agenda that they believe is correct, when in reality, the political ideology that they believe in is the one that's most responsible for the most deaths ever of anything. Communism has killed more people than anything, okay? More than any war. More than any
plague, disease,
anything. And these people are these stupid, useful, idiot dumbasses. Dude, those people, at a minimum, they belong in jail forever. Yeah. And that's not what they should be. They should be dealt with harshly so that this never happens again. Jail is not harsh enough.
No, not at all, man. Guys, jumping on this conversation. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think, man. With that being said, let's go cruise some of these comments. Let's go check some of this stuff out, what we got down in the comments. Let's go to, we got JT Thomas. All right. I think your subliminal marketing has been working, Andy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, saw the can on the desk, took off my shirt, and immediately saluted. USA.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
That's what we do. I bet he got an eagle tattoo right after that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking
I
about.
think he wants some freedom screaming in him.
Yeah. Yeah. I had some dude on a Monday show. I read the comment. He's like, I wonder what the marketing team thinks about you putting the can on your desk and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, you're talking about it, aren't you?
Yeah, right.
Maybe that's the point. Maybe you're the reason I even put it out there. You think I do that on accident? Dumbass.
Yeah, right. Marketing team.
Who do you think runs the marketing team? I've never run a popsicle stand, but I'm going to tell you how to do your shit.
Yeah, man. USA, baby. It's nice. Yeah.
USA feels free.
Yeah. Let's go to
Streaming freedom's going to save the world.
I mean, listen.
It's going to make patriots come out and scream America, yeah, get eagle tattoo, play some Kid Rock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People don't understand how calculated you are. They underestimate it really hard.
Well, I mean, that's because I'm a big mouth dumbass, according to them, who takes a bunch of steroids. You know, like I got lucky. You know,
that's
for
what it is.
9,687 days in a row.
I was just going to say that.
Yeah, it's good. Good caption, wasn't it?
Yesterday in your story, you put that. And out of curiosity, I just looked it up.
It was exactly the days.
It was January 7th, 1999.
That's right. It was almost to the day. I might have miscalculated just a little bit. I think I didn't take into effect the leap years.
Oh, yeah, that'll get you.
Yeah.
Dude, do we still do those?
As far as I know. Yeah.
When's the last time we had a leap year?
It's every 4 years.
Yeah, but when's the last one? When's the last time we had it?
Well, hold on. If it was every 4 years, and that was 25, so that'd be...
Oh,
that'd be 7 days.
Yep.
That's what happened.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Otherwise, it would have been the exact days.
January 1st, yeah.
Yeah.
We had one last
There you
year.
go.
Huh. We had a leap year last year.
Okay.
Right.
What's that relevant to the conversation?
Well, no, you brought up.
We're over here talking about something else, bro.
No, I get that. No, same. No,
not same. Totally different.
No, you brought up leap years. I'm like, who even thinks about leap years? Like, when's the last time we even had one? It was last year.
I just wanted to bring that up because that gives an example of how calculated you are. The numbers on your story are not even random. So people, if they think...
Dude, and here's the funny part. I know what I'm doing, and then they're like, rah, rah. It's like, dude, you're an idiot. Yeah. Like you didn't think past this. You're looking for a reason to attack me when I'm right, and you're exactly why I did that. You know?
Yeah. He's trying. Yes.
Screaming freedom. Well, I bet the marketing team. No, how about we talked about the marketing team and that was the play? How about that? Smart, tough guy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's also like all these dudes, you know, that try to talk shit on everything I say. Like, it's like, bro, listen, man. They've gotten comfortable. You know, that's why we're bringing back the Clydesdale cartel, bro. I'm done with this shit.
I am too, bro.
Yeah, all you guys out here that follow me and comment on my posts, listen to the show, just to let you know how the last 5 years I've, you know, said, hey, let's take the high road. No, we're f***ing done with that. We're going to the gutter.
Well, there is
all right?
no high road, bro.
No, there is. You don't get respect for it.
It's not.
You get chirpy little fucks who get real comfortable with your silence and think they can disrespect you or lie about you or disparage your name. And the truth of the matter is, dude, my people, you guys listening are so savage that they will get your page deleted.
Yeah, bro.
So from now on, we're back. We're going to people up when they act like assholes. No, now if they're joking and they're in good fun, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine.
I could take a joke.
Yeah.
But when these people come in with an asshole tone, let's destroy them.
Yeah, bro.
Like, that's it, dude. And don't be sending it to me either. Don't be saying, hey, you see this guy? No. If we're true friends, you take care of that shit on your own. You don't send it to someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people try to posture as a friend by showing you all by showing you all the negative things. No, you handle it. That's the point. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck these people, bro.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
And then we get all these people ripping off 75 hard and saying, oh, bro, no. Fuck you. You know?
Yep.
So I'm done with it, dude.
To the 9th degree.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Let's go.
It's like Trump said in the video, dude. Peace through strength. You know, when people know they're going to get their asses beat, they stop doing dumb shit.
Yep.
It's very simple.
Think about it.
You know, the reason the country looks the way it does is because there's been no repercussions. Like the reason these people that are communists feel comfortable doing things that destroy our lives is because tyrants haven't had their heads cut off in a very long time. Like this is the way things work. And it's no different on the internet.
Just how it is, man. Yeah. Let's check out another comment. We got at Joe Whiskerson, 1755. When DJ cut to that fat guy in the Dodgers jersey, I spit out my water. That's funny shit, or that shit's funny. Please keep that segment.
That was funny.
That was pretty funny. Yeah, man, dude, you did get some people hot on the Grimace shit though, man.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? You know why? Because it's true. Okay, and you know what? The only way the people could argue with it is by saying a few different things. Oh, says the guy on steroids. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm 45 years old. Of course I take testosterone. If you're not an idiot, you would be too, because it's actually healthy for you. And there's tons of scientific data to prove that. The main of which is the natural regression of testosterone levels in men over the last 25 years. In 2020, the average testosterone of a 20-year-old man is that of a 60-year-old man in 2000.
Right.
Okay, so we've had all of these chemicals introduced into our lifestyle many different ways. You could argue about which ones do what, but the truth of the matter is the end result is the end result. And the testosterone level in men now is much lower than the testosterone level was 20 years ago, and that's intentional. And so if you are over the age of 30, really at this time, you should be talking to an expert, a doctor, about your levels, getting them checked, and make sure that you're not in average range, but that you're in the proper range for functioning as a regular male.
Dude, and the craziest thing about testosterone though is like, you know, a man will go into his doctor to, you know, get on TRT or something like that. They won't give it to him,
bro.
But you know, if you're like a 12-year-old girl,
they'll give it to that person.
Yeah.
Not only that, dude.
Fine.
The whole thing, if you like the whole idea of testosterone being pumped out as this thing that'll kill you, that's propaganda, bro. Mm-hmm. That's been so that these people right now will be adverse to taking it, so their testosterone stays low, they stay emotional, they stay controllable. That's the truth. Yep. High testosterone men are revolutionaries. They don't stand for bullshit. It's a cultural propaganda play. All right. Then, you know, the other thing they say, well, you don't have any kids. No shit. I couldn't have kids. All right. That's not my fault. Some people can't have them, but I tell you what, I've raised a lot of other people's kids, and I do live a standard. And, you know, they say, well, you don't have to work. I work 16 motherfucking hours a day, and I have since I was 19 years old. That's not 6 days a week. That's 7 days a week. Okay. I've been on one vacation since my honeymoon. One. All right. So if I can do it, you sure can do it too. And we have to realize that, you know, and then they would say, well, you know, there's a lot more to being a man than being jacked. No shit. I'm not even saying you have to be fucking Mr. Olympia. I'm saying you got to have some standards, bro. And anybody who watched that video, if they're being honest, knows exactly what I said. They know exactly what I said. I was saying very simply, don't give up. Don't let your young people behind you, your sons, your daughters, see you give up. Don't become a fat blob of shit, okay? And that doesn't mean there's not other areas of being a well-rounded man, but the physical area is very important because it dictates a lot of different things. It dictates your self-esteem. It dictates your confidence. It dictates your abilities as a man. It dictates your actual health. It dictates your mental health. It does all of these things, and all of those things contribute to you being a better leader. So let's not sit here and try to be intellectual and say, well, you know, being well-rounded in literature. Listen, I understand that. Yeah. I understand there's plenty of pillars to being a great man, but so many men think that they can ignore the physical, just not Mr. Olympia, right. Just being reasonable and holding a standard. And they think that so dude, like when people pick that apart, the reason they're upset is because it applies to them.
Yeah, somewhere inside, it's touched them.
Yeah, dude, there was this one dude that was like, oh, look at him shitting on the blue-collar Americans, the average. What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't say anything about. You know how many blue-collar dudes I know that are yoked, that take care of themselves, that work 10 hours a day in hard circumstances, and then go to the gym and eat right and train and take pride in being a great example for their kids? Bro, almost every blue collar dude I know is like that.
Most,
So
yeah.
let's be real. And on top of that, there's been no bigger advocate for blue collar America that has a platform this big besides maybe Mike Rowe. I come to battle for the people every single fucking day, employing real people, making sure they have careers, making sure they have jobs, teaching the skills that I know how to make them better so that they can be better at what they do and continue to grow careers. So I ain't hearing it, bro. My point was to offend you, because if I hadn't have said it like that, you wouldn't even be talking about it. And people are like, oh, well, that's unkind. No, unkind is presenting truth in a way that gets brushed off. Okay? Unkind is being too big of a coward to raise the mirror and say, look at you, man. Look at you. Okay? That's unkind. You have to be willing to show people what the truth is so they'll change. And sometimes that involves saying things that are not very fun to hear. Okay? The reason that I lost 100 pounds and got my ass in shape is because everybody on the internet, every single time I post, was like, fuck you, you fat for years. And finally I was like, dude, they're right. And I got my shit together. And you know what happened? Millions of people got their shit together because of it. We created a transformation program in First Form. Hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions of people, went through it. 75 Hard has transformed more people than any program in the history of Earth. Okay? So I don't want to hear it. If it made you upset, it's because it applies to you in some way, shape, or form. And the truth of the matter is, I care more about you and see more potential in you than you see in yourself. And you don't like it. But dude, I'm tired of living in a world where, and then the other thing, like I said earlier, what business of it is of you that how I live? No, it actually is my business. It's everybody's business, because we got to live with the result of your poor leadership out here in the world. And everywhere we go, we got to see it. And I'm tired of it. And so is everybody else.
Yeah.
So
it is what it is.
Bro, listen, man. It is what it is. And it's not making fun. It's not shitting. I've been in the same position. It's very hard. In the beginning, it's very scary, but you can do it. That's the truth. So don't kill the messenger, bro. And those men who hear that message and they actually go change, they'll be saying thank you in a year from now.
Yeah, that's real, man. Last comment. Let's get one more in. We got the boner donor, 209.
Boner donor.
209, specifically.
All right.
He says, bro, what the fuck happened to our day in the life, Andy? They motivated the fuck out of me. Those vids were sick as fuck. Bring them back, big dog.
Well, boner donor, here's the thing. I have real jobs. I am not a content creator.
Podcaster.
I'm not a podcaster and I'm not a YouTuber. These are side things for me. You don't see me making content all day long about how to do things. I'm actually in the real world doing things. But I do have some good news for you.
However,
we are bringing out the day in the life as a little bit different format. The first episode will drop very soon. And you guys are going to, it's a pure entertainment show and you guys are going to love it. And you ask and you shall receive, because we're already on it, brother.
Already recorded.
Yeah. First episode is.
Yep.
First episode is more just like setting the table. Like, because a lot of people legitimately think that I just do a podcast like all these other dudes. And they think, they don't understand what I do. And so we're going to show people that. And then we're going to get on with the fun.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, we are. Donate some bonus.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we appreciate you, though, for being real-ass fans, those that love us and hate us. Thank you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Let's keep the cruise cruising, shall we?
Yeah.
Head on, too. This is an interesting one going on in California, of course. Furious parents round on trans track star's mother after their daughters were destroyed at event. I'm actually happy to see this. It's about time we're getting some we're seeing some consequences being handled. And I mean, it's starting off nice, but it's coming from where exactly it should be coming from. So let's dive into this a little bit. The mother of a transgender high school track athlete who continues to exert their dominance over biological females is labeled a coward while being confronted by rival parents in footage circulating online. A.B. Hernandez of Europa Valley, who is a biological male, came out on top in both the women's long jump and triple jump at the California Interscholastic Federation Southern Section Masters meet over the weekend. In doing so, Hernandez is qualified for both events in next weekend's state championships, having missed out on a place in the high jump by one spot after finishing fourth. So this junior from Europa has been Europa Valley High has been making waves in track and field world events in recent months, winning a triple jump competition by nearly 3 feet at the Roosevelt International, California back in March. So let's check this clip out. Mama Bear.
By 3 feet, huh?
And that's a shit ton.
Yeah, I know.
That's a shit ton.
Sounds like a close competition.
Yeah, super close. Let's check out this Mama Bear protecting her actual daughter. Let's check this out.
I'm going to listen. I don't have to. I have a right to speak truth. Boys are boys. Girls are girls. This son does not belong competing against those girls, period. What a coward of a woman you are allowing that. What a coward of a woman telling girls to go and compete against a boy? How embarrassing. You're a mother. You're a mother. Stand up like a mother. I am a mother. I'm protecting girls. You want a boy. How many people support the boy competing against the girls? Nobody. Don't tell me to shut up. I was respectful to you. Okay.
Of course not.
Be a real mom. No, you're not. You're a coward. Your mental illness is on your son, you coward.
Yeah, that's correct.
I love it.
Yeah, she's right. And if more parents handled it like this from the beginning, we wouldn't have this situation happening. Mm-hmm. That's the truth. Men don't belong in women's sports. Men don't belong in women's locker rooms. They don't belong in women's restrooms. They don't belong in women's spaces. Those are women's spaces, and they don't belong there. There is no explanation that justifies grown men dressed up as women being in the bathroom with girls or little girls trying to go to the bathroom. You're inviting problems. Problems happen from this every single day. And if we have more parents like this and more people like this wouldn't happen. And everybody's waiting for someone to come along and say, to handle this. You're supposed to handle it when you see it. Mm-hmm. So that's the point. It is not anybody else's responsibility, nor can anybody else solve the problem other than you. So this is exactly how you handle it. Period. We have grown men diminishing entire life work of women athletes, such as Riley Gaines, who was on the show, who, by the way, said on the show that this grown man is in the locker room naked with his penis out in front of other women who are trying to shower and change. And we're bending the rules of society for this tiny population. And then what's funny is these people will come in the comment sections when we're talking about things like this, and they will say, why do you keep talking about it? It's such a little problem. It doesn't represent the norm. This is ridiculous. That's the point. We're being forced to bend over for people that make up a very, very, very tiny part of the population. And that's not right. Because like I said on last week's show, none of us get that privilege. Nobody else gets the entire world to change the rules and bend over backwards for their situation or whatever you want to call it. Yeah. All right. I personally think it is a mental illness. I personally think by enabling these things, we are doing far more damage than we would be to say, no, that's not the truth. Okay. But we have people out here who disagree, and then they point to the suicide rate. Well, if we don't allow this, the suicide rate of trans people is 40. Well, what is it of people who have gone through a transition? Right. Do we have that data? Yeah. Because I'll bet you when it's all said and done, the suicide rate of people who have gone through the transition and then realize that it's been bad is much higher than the people who have gender dysmorphia. That's the truth. So this is how it should be handled. This is not even an argument.
It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Yes. That's the part that pisses me off, dude, because this is just, it's not like we're discussing, rocket science and like debating on what like this is very simple stuff, like stuff that my 4-year-old and 2-year-old even know.
I know.
It's very, very simple stuff.
I guarantee you Ryan knows the difference between boys and girls.
She absolutely does. She absolutely does. And like, and dude, to me, it's so stupid that we're even having to talk about it, man. But I mean, we talk about the people who are actually affected by this.
That. Like, think about that. Your girls know the difference between boys and girls, and we have grown people at an event for what is basically adults, 17-year-old people arguing over it, and those people are in their 30s and 40s. That's insane, man.
It's insane, dude. It's insane. Now, one of the things that I love about this story, outside of the mama bear protecting her cubs,
is that the dude?
This is the boy, biological male. You can tell by how he's standing, because girls can't stand like that. Guys can't stand like girls. It's pelvic bones is literally, anatomy. That's the boy there, first place. Now, what I really like about this is the girl right here to the left. So she placed second. Had the boy not been there, she obviously would have placed first, right? So after they do their podium call, she takes her rightful place as soon as the boy hops off. Let's check this clip out. And the crowd goes wild.
Yeah.
Crowd goes wild. That's Reese Hogan of Crean Lutheran High School. Again, she would have won that event. She would have won that event.
Dude, this is bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. So when Trump first got in, he made an executive order to kind of, fix this. And I think for the most part, it has fixed it. But obviously not all the way, because it's still going on. And we have an update for you. Trump issues major threat to California after transgender long jumper qualifies for state championship. So President Trump threatened to yank federal funding to the entire state of California after a transgender athlete won the long jump and triple jump in a school meet and qualified for the state championships. Trump blasted Governor Gavin Newsom, who he called new scum, and called the results not fair and totally demeaning to women and girls. Quote, please be advised that large-scale federal funding will be held back, maybe permanently, Trump threatened on his Truth Social. So this was the full statement that he posted on Truth Social, saying, quote, California, under the leadership of radical left Democrat Gavin Newsom, continues to illegally allow men to play in women's sports. This week, a transgendered male athlete at a major event won everything and is now qualified to compete in the state finals next weekend. As a male, he was a less than average competitor. As a female, this transition person is practically unbeatable. This is not fair and totally demeaning to women and girls. Please be hereby advised that large-scale federal funding will be held back, maybe permanently, if the executive order on this subject matter is not adhered to. The governor himself said it is unfair. I will speak to him today to find out which way he wants to go. In the meantime, I am ordering local authorities, if necessary, to not allow the transition person to compete in the state finals. This is a totally ridiculous situation.
It is. And it sucks, because if he does yank federal funding, that's going to hurt a lot of people in a lot of different ways. Mm-hmm. And so what needs to happen is the people need to get loud and put pressure on Newsom to do the right thing,
right,
and get away from all this. Dude, the whole transgender ideology is a communist demoralization, destabilization ideology. People don't understand that, bro. It started in 1930s Germany, specifically in Berlin. And this was a precursor to a lot of the shit that happened in Germany, because people got super pissed off about it. All right. This is designed to, and it 100% is a communist ideology. Mm-hmm. All right. It is designed to get people to accept anything as truth. If you can convince someone that a man is a woman and a woman is a man, and that is the fundamental truth that your 2-year-old little girl understands, then what can you not get them to be okay with? Mm-hmm. That's the point. That's what this is about. And that's what it was about back then too. Okay.
It had nothing to do with freedom.
And we could talk about what happened in World War II, and we could talk about all that shit and all the details and what was true and what wasn't true and this and that. It doesn't, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about here is that communists do this and push this to create a situation where truth is not truth anymore, so that they can do anything that they want to the culture. And bro, like, I wish people would just look into the Weimar Republic and understand what happened there and who was responsible for it. By the way, it wasn't Jews. It was communists, of which some of them were Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But nobody wants to talk about that, you know?
Yeah, man. Dude, it's crazy to me. I do like the point, too, that he put in there, though, about...
It's either like, this happened this way, or... You know, the other argument is all Jews are bad. And like, bro, both of it's not true.
No. I do like the piece, though, that he added in there about local law enforcement handling that.
They should.
In the time being.
Yeah, because these people that go to these schools, these principals and these teachers, they're all far left people.
Yeah.
And they all think they have more rights. It's no different than what we said about the Biden administration thinking that they can do undemocratic, illegal things on behalf of what they believe is right.
Right.
Which they cannot.
No.
That's treason. And these people in the school system have that same mentality. We don't have to listen to anybody because we know that we're doing what is best and for the common good and the right thing. These people firmly believe they are right, and they believe they have the moral high ground and authority to not even listen to parents. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
Like, dude, and that's those people should go to jail.
Yeah, man. This shit's crazy, man. Guys, jump in.
It gives you an understanding of how far they're willing to go. Like, if you have people in control of the schools, in control of government, who believe that they don't have to follow the rules because they have the moral high ground and the moral authority to do whatever they want. They believe that they know best and what's right, and that we don't know any better. All you have is the same thing that we had 500 years ago, which is a monarchy or a kingdom. And that's funny because then they turn around and call Trump king. Right. No, he's following the rules of dude, it's just irritating. I can't stand the way these people think that they can do whatever they want. And by the way, is that the person?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Yep. You see the stubble.
Listen, dude.
I mean, to your point, though, I just saw this. It just came out.
That person's life is ruined.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that dude doesn't even know how bad his life is ruined.
No.
You're not, in 5 more years, 6 more years, whatever, 2 more years, they're going to snap out of it. And they're going to realize they were lied to. We're already seeing it in the detransitioner movement. Every time you see one of these detransitioner kids, look up the detransitioner movement. Every time you see one of these detransitioner kids, they talk about how their parents and their teachers and everybody pushed them to do it. The doctors pushed them to do it. And now they're fucked up, bro. They cut their breasts off, or they had a surgery they can't reverse, or they took puberty blockers or hormones and it fucked them up, bro. And they're never going back. So think about the mental health of that individual, right? That person's going to struggle their whole life because they're always going to think, what could my life have been if I hadn't have listened to these people, or they hadn't have pushed me? And think how bitter you're going to be towards everybody else for pushing you to do something that ended up ruining your life. Like, dude, it's wrong and it's sad. And the people who contributed to it belong in prison. And that's not far right. That's common sense.
Dude, I just saw this thing that now, the Democrats, they're pushing this thing called a shadow cabinet. Have you seen that? Where they're saying that the people who are going to be operating basically to go against everything that Trump does in all these different positions. So like they're saying, we have Pam Bondi for AG. They're saying it's Letitia James, and like they're coordinating this like treasonous movement. Like, to your point, like, I mean, yeah, bro, like it's the schools, it's the teachers, it's the principals.
What do you mean?
The Democrats just put out a list. Mark Cuban, Secretary of Commerce. Letitia James, she's the shadow Attorney General. John Fetterman's wife, she's the shadow Secretary of Homeland Security. 21 heavy hitters to take on Trump and refresh the Democratic.
So
party.
these are the people that are these are the people we'll get if the Democrats ever get back in office.
They're trying to say they're working now to, counter anything that comes up now. Yeah, bro.
What's Mark Cuban's deal?
I don't know. He's a hard read, bro.
Did he get funding from one of these people? What is his deal?
I have no idea, man.
Like, is he? I know he doesn't like Trump.
Yeah, no,
I mean, is this just a hateful thing? Because, like, dude, Mark Cuban.
I thought he used to be cool.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never met him, but like, it doesn't. He doesn't seem like he's in character. Like, it seems like this came out of the blue, and
it doesn't feel genuine.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And I mean, dude, obviously Mark's a pretty smart,
Yeah.
So it's like, what's going on there,
bro? What are you doing?
Yeah, like, I don't know.
I don't know, man. But guys, jumping on this conversation, let us know down in the comments what you guys think. Got to keep the cruise cruising. Got one more thing for you. We got headline number 3. We don't miss. We don't miss.
Come on, man.
We don't. And I'm really happy to see this.
We don't get the number 1 ranking by missing.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. I was happy to see this. This just came out today. We talked a lot about COVID during the show over the course of the last 5 years. RFK Jr. is doing some good stuff with the Maha movement, right? This just came out today.
I don't know why they keep calling it Maha or MAGA or anything. Obviously, that is an inflammatory way to.
It can be divisive because I'm not going to say divisive. It can be polarizing.
I just wish anyway, I've said what I've said. I'm tired, man.
Yeah, man, but it was good to see this.
I just want to go make money and have fun. Build shit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
I can't wait till the new app launches and the new podcast launches. I mean, we're going to keep this one going because it's funny. But I just enjoy talking about winning way more than I enjoy talking about any of this shit.
I get it.
I'm very excited about it.
I get it. But I was happy to see this. Kennedy says COVID vaccines no longer recommended for healthy children and pregnant women. So it's completely off of the CDC's recommendations, right? They stripped it completely off, taking it completely off. Here's a clip from it.
Hi, everybody. I'm Robert F. Kennedy Jr., your HHS Secretary, and I'm here today with NIH Director Dr. Jay Bhattacharya and FDA Commissioner Dr. Marty Makary. I couldn't be more pleased to announce that as of today, the COVID vaccine for healthy children and healthy pregnant women has been removed from the CDC recommended immunization schedule. Last year, the Biden administration urged healthy children to get yet another COVID shot despite the lack of any clinical data to support the repeat booster strategy in children.
That ends today. It's common sense and it's good science.
There's no evidence healthy kids need it today, and most countries have stopped recommending it for children.
We're now one step closer to realizing President Trump's promise to make America healthy again.
Produced by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Clearly produced.
Yeah, clearly.
Fuckers need to learn how to act a little bit better. I mean, that was pretty terrible.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad.
I mean, the delivery, I'm saying.
Yeah, bro, I would have done it with like Kid Rock or some shit.
No, I mean, look, it's okay, but like, whatever. I mean, I like the message.
Yeah, it's good, right? Now,
a little corny.
Yeah, for sure. Now, we got to do a full circle here, right? Because again, we're number 1 for a reason. We gotta make a little forecast prediction here. All right, because just as that got released, this next headline comes in. Okay, and I would love to see your thoughts on this. This new headline just came out. Highly infectious new COVID strain from China that led to massive spike in hospitalizations has spread to the United States, including New York City. It's a brand new COVID strain.
Well, remember, I told you that they, at any time, these people can release something that's actually deadly.
Bro.
At any time.
Bro.
People don't realize that.
And isn't it ironic that just as our HHS, removes this recommendation from American citizens, that we now have
Not only that, dude, listen, it gives them, here's the play that they're going to try to run, or one of the plays they could run. All right. And I've been saying this for years. For years, I've been saying this. We ought to probably throw the clips in here, a few of them, so that they can see. They will do this again. Only this time, instead of just villainizing and shaming and trying, they will actually criminalize the people who are against it, because this time it actually will kill people. Okay, so this is their plan, in my opinion, to remove the dissenters once and for all. I think they're going to run another pandemic play. I think it's a possibility. I think it's an above 90% possibility that they will run another pandemic play sometime soon in the future where it actually kills people. And then people like me and people like Rogan and people like RFK and all these other people who have stood up and said bullshit, right? They will criminalize and put those people in jail or execute them to remove the dissenting voices from, because they'll be able to say, look, see, this is the damage that they actually caused, right?
Yeah.
And all they have to do is release something that's truly deadly. One of the plays that they could run is releasing an actual strain of some sort of COVID or other infectious disease that has a high mortality rate, and then that they have a cure to, that they can all immunize themselves with, and then blame the people who called out the first one for the lack of belief in the second one, and then criminally prosecute them if they get back in power. That's the play. That's
or
what
or it just kills them.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
so, dude, this is why I've been saying for years that this can't be handled slow. It has to be handled fast.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these people need to be arrested now, because they have the ability to release shit that they've probably already made that actually will kill people, which frames people like me and you and everybody else who's saying, hey, this is bullshit. By the way, with all the data that's been accurate, we've been accurate about all of it.
Right,
and then say, look what they did. They created doubt in people, and they didn't listen, and they didn't do this and this, and now they're dead.
Mm-hmm.
It's their fault. Dude, they tried that the first time, right? But the thing didn't actually kill people directly. Now, the vaccine is causing tremendous mortality.
Oh, yeah.
All-cause mortality has been up as much as 40%. We covered that thing with myocarditis last week, didn't we?
Yeah.
They're
now saying that the Biden cancer thing was caused by the vaccine.
I mean, I don't know about that.
They're saying, yeah, I mean, that's what they're saying.
I don't think he took it.
You don't think he took it?
I think he's just old and unhealthy. I think it might not even be true. I think it might be something else. But the point of the matter is that by us not acting fast, it gives them the opportunity to do very nefarious things. And I've been saying this for years. Is that what you're getting at?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is the point of people who call it out way ahead of time being ignored, especially when they have the credibility of being right at a very high degree.
Yeah, there's trust there, actual trust.
Have I missed on a few things? Yeah, no doubt, bro.
Sure.
But remember, I don't have all the data to pull from either. I've got what the news puts out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And dude, and that's the thing. The other piece of this too that I think is interesting, man, is like, we have been in a battle with China specifically.
Yeah.
We've pissed a lot of them off. You know what I'm saying? Their government, I should say. You know what I'm saying? So like,
dude, they can genetically, they can target these things so that only
certain groups get them.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. That's also been proven. I mean, RFK Jr. talked about it.
He got in trouble for it because he talked about it.
But it's true.
Yeah.
It's true, dude. I don't know, man. This shit, it's wild. And they're saying right now, just in China, they had 81 severe cases in the past 4 weeks. And of those 81 cases, 30 of those people died. Also within the last 4 weeks.
Wait, 30 of the 81.
30 of the 81.
So almost half.
Almost half. And the vast majority of the cases, they were in adults that were 65 and up. So, I mean, dude.
Sounds very similar to what I was saying.
Ow.
Yeah, well, if they do it, it's because we didn't act fast and the government didn't arrest these people and the people didn't do their jobs. They let 1 or 2 or 3 people say all the shit because they were terrified.
Mm-hmm.
So, these people should all be, like, legitimately, the people involved who organized this should be all arrested today, everywhere globally. Every leader of the entire world should be arresting these people, And if the leaders were in on it, you know, like the World Economic Forum, those guys should all be arrested.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Fauci, the whole crew, all be arrested. And they should all be held with a military tribunal and probably executed so that this shit doesn't ever happen.
It's real, man.
So
it's crazy shit. We'll keep you guys updated
that's
on
3
this, man.
times I've called for execution this show.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
see why we're all
see why we're number
right?
one.
Yeah, that's right.
Man,
But
guys,
real talk, what do you do, man? If you want people to not commit crazy ass shit, you got to hold people accountable in a savage way. That's the truth, bro. Like if we had laws in this country where if people were caught like undeniably raping, murdering, you know, violent sexual crime, violent murders, if we had videos and dude, maybe not even videos anymore because of AI, but like indisputable
evidence,
you know, evidence of these things happening. These people, if these people knew that they were going to be dissected on national television alive in front of everybody, they wouldn't do these things. You wouldn't have people driving cars through crowds. You wouldn't have people indiscriminately just killing people. Like you wouldn't have it. You know what I mean? Dude. And to be real, that's the world I want to live in. I want to live in a world where I don't have to worry about people doing shit because they're not afraid of the consequences. You know, we all work hard and we try to hold standards and we do good things and we pay a ridiculous amount of taxes, which that's a whole nother topic. But we shouldn't have to live with this shit. It's real. And until all of us, the people, get together and demand that it stops and demand that people be held accountable, it's never going to change because there's no fear.
Yeah. Guys, jump in on this conversation down in the comments. Let us know what you guys think. With that being said, let's get to our final segment of the show. As always, with thumbs up or dumb as that's where we bring a headline and we talk about it. Let's go to Japan.
Okay.
All right.
That sounds good.
Yeah, sounds cool.
Get some sushi.
Sashimi.
Sushi.
Little egg rolls.
Sushi very good.
You like the little egg rolls, don't you?
Yeah. Sushi's the best, bro.
Balls.
Oh, bro.
Balls.
You know what? Say it when I don't like balls, bro. First of all, sushi's awesome. Second of all,
sushi is good.
Remember that place I told you about that changed their menu a couple years ago? Remember like during COVID, I said, hey, our favorite sushi place changed their menu. We don't go there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You guys we talked about it on the show.
Yeah, okay.
You remember that, Madot? Yeah. So anyway, I found out they changed it back.
To what it originally was.
Yeah, bro, and it's so good.
What's it called?
Tokyo Sushi on Lindbergh.
On Lindbergh.
It's the shit, bro. Bro, if you live in St. Louis.
Right in Sunset Hills.
Yes. If you live in St. Louis and you haven't gone to Tokyo Sushi, you are missing out, bro.
So just the place that I hipped you on.
No,
right?
it's a good place too, but I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to disparage anybody. This is about Tokyo Sushi.
Okay.
Being amazing.
Yeah.
They are amazing. The best sushi. I'm just being real.
Oh, that's cool.
Bro,
that's fine.
It's so good. And like, I'm a big fan of sushi, you know, when you go out to the East Coast or the West Coast and you get some like fresh sushi. This whatever they're doing there, it's real shit. It's like that
in Colorado.
Yeah, what was that place called?
Matsuyatsu.
Matsuyatsu. It's that good.
Really?
Yes. Have you not eaten there?
No.
Oh, dude.
No, I haven't.
It's that good.
Really?
It's top notch.
I might try it out.
So
bro.
shout out to the crew at Tokyo Sushi.
Bro, Matsuyatsu was pretty good.
It was good.
That shit
it was also like $2,000 for us to eat dinner.
That's true.
Tokyo Sushi is not $2,000. Yeah.
I want Lee prices, baby.
Dude, no shit. We get Sunset Hill, South County price now.
All right, I'm down with that.
Bro, and it's good people, work hard, take care of you. I highly recommend you trying out Tokyo Sushi.
All right.
That's an ad.
That is an ad. Yeah.
I didn't get paid for that, though. So it's not actually an ad.
They're not paying you egg roll?
Oh, it's a genuine, maybe they give me one. But that's a genuine recommendation. There's very few places I'll genuinely recommend.
Dude, you know what was hard for me?
I'll genuinely recommend Tokyo Sushi, Twisted Tree,
Louis,
and Billy G's.
Those are solid places.
Yeah,
solid places. You know what was interesting for me moving out here to the county?
Bartolino's too. Katie's.
Okay, you got a lot of recommendations.
Yeah, no, but these are genuine,
like real
places
reviews
and great people.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
Tokyo Sushi.
I'm gonna say though,
ask for Andy.
You know what was hard for me moving out here to the county though?
All the white people. being racist?
No, the Chinese food, bro. Because like in the city, the Chinamans.
You haven't been to Sesame.
Andy, no, Andy. No.
You think I don't know Chinese food, bro?
Andy, I'm telling you right now.
No, you guys are fucking. You guys,
Andy?
you guys like to be like, oh,
Andy?
bro, we're from the hood.
Andy?
Yo, we don't know how to eat. Fuck, I was 350 pounds. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Andy,
Sesame's?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. You've not even been there.
Andy, I have.
No. No, you haven't.
They got yellow rice. It's different.
No, you didn't.
Okay. The hood Chinamans. Okay. I had to adjust out here. Okay. But there is a place on 21 that we go to. Okay. And I had to like coach them on like how to make it right. And they make it right now. I mean, they do. I mean, it's decent. It's decent, right?
He was back there telling him how to cook.
Ling, right now. It's in the wrist. You know what I'm saying? And then like here's the biggest difference. I made them yell at me when I'm giving my order. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how it was in the hood. Like if you ain't getting yelled at while you're at the Chinaman by the cooks, then it ain't a real place. Joe, boy. Am I right? Oh, you shift right? 995. You pay me now. Like it's got to be real. You know what I'm saying? So I had to they got to spunk it up a little bit, but it's good.
Okay.
They always say anything else.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you're still wrong.
All right. That's fine. That's fine. I digress.
Yeah.
We digress.
I mean, that was a nice presentation.
Yeah.
Did you work on that all weekend?
No, I was just thinking about it right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, you and Joe are going to stick together.
Well, bro, he knows the hood. He gets it.
There's a reason we don't go to the hood.
Why is that?
It's because
why is that?
There's a few reasons. One of them of which is the food is terrible.
No, Andy, no, Andy, no. I can't let you do that, bro. I can't let you do that. It's not fair.
It is accurate.
It's not fair.
Miami Grill, that's like
the
Pop's
hood version
chicken of Twisted Tree.
Bro, Pop's chicken. You know what I'm saying? Hawaii Grill. Crunchy chicken.
Okay, well then why don't they make it everywhere else if it's so good? That's called supply and demand. That's called the demand for a good product.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because they got to charge so cheap. They can't make no profit.
That's because it ain't good.
What?
No, it's nobody's going to buy.
The capitalist economy says that you are wrong.
No, I know what it is.
Because the best products win.
It's a real estate thing. Because the best restaurants, they take over the closed down Pizza Huts, and there's just not a big supply of those out here. That's my answer.
The market dictates demand for the best.
Okay, all right.
If it was the best, that would be the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's just what it is.
Hey, same.
I don't know, man. I think you're onto something.
I mean, listen, bro. Every good restaurant.
You find a Chinese food place that used to be a Long John Silver's,
bro.
Probably good.
You're in a good business. You're in a good spot, bro. Listen. It is. Listen.
Yeah, it might taste good until you get food poisoning.
No, you'll be fine,
bro. You're lying.
Now you might get shot leaving. You know what I'm saying?
That's a real. Listen, if it was the best, it would be like that everywhere.
Okay, Andy. I'm gonna take you down there one day.
Well, cool. I'm down to eat some shitty food.
All right, we digress. All right, back to thumbs up. Japan, okay. Outside of sushi, they're also known for they have it's in their culture. You see the tattoos, dragons. Okay.
And those Japanese koi tattoo styles are pretty badass.
Those are sick, bro.
Yeah,
sick.
It doesn't look good on everybody though.
No,
but the guys it looks good on. It's badass
for sure. But yeah, so our thumbs up or dumbest dragons Japanese. Dragons Japan. Let's go to it.
It's like a dragon roll.
No. Experts solve mystery of ancient mummified dragon discovered by Japanese shogun.
Okay. The mummified creature dates back to the 11th century.
Okay. So researchers believe they've cracked the mystery of a mummified rainbow dragon that's been sitting in a Japanese treasure house for centuries. The dragon has been stashed at the Shoshan Treasure House in the historic Japanese city of Nara, according to Penn News. The remains were reportedly found by Yoshinori Ashikaga, a 15th century shogun in 1429. Okay, so this is Shogun. That's the mummified remains. All right.
That's his remains?
No, this is the dragon. This is the dragon's remains. Okay. So it's a real thing. All right. Now, they've been doing some research, some analysis on this. Okay, and I personally, I think dragons were real at a point in time in history.
You also think that Chinese food in the hood is superior?
Same. It is, Andy. It is, man. All right.
Sorry, man.
You're wrong, Colonel Sanders. Okay, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you.
If it was that good, it would be that way everywhere. That is the way the economy works.
Bro, you don't want white people to have it.
No, that's what it is, bro. Because if it came out here to the county, you know what else would come out here with it? And we don't want that. Okay?
That's already happened.
I know.
You're here. Now I got to move out to the country.
They were there 1.2.
Yeah. Quit following me.
Well, stop asking for our food out here, man. You keep it contained for, you know what I'm saying? It's possible.
Bro. Anyway.
The dragon.
Yes.
Okay. Now, your first thought, I mean, do you buy it?
Listen, man, I really honestly don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think that there's been a lot of things in history that we have been completely lied about.
Mm-hmm.
So I am open to hearing whatever.
Okay. Well, so what they're saying that this guy actually found and discovered is not a dragon at all. They are saying that it is, where's the, sorry.
Some sort of dinosaur?
No, it's even crazier than that. They're saying it's called a marken, I believe is the word. It is, yeah, a marten. It's a female Japanese marten. It's a fluffy weasel-like animal. That is this. This is a marten.
Yeah.
They're saying that this is the dragon. I don't buy it, bro.
I don't know. What's that movie with Matthew McConaughey and he fights the dragons? Like in there in the future, they find the dragon and it comes out of the mine and then it takes over the world. It's like Rain of Fire or something like that. I think that's what it's called. Rain of Fire. It's pretty good.
Rain, like rain drops.
Yeah, Rain of Fire.
Rain of Fire.
Pretty good movie. Matthew McConaughey. It's all about dragons.
Christian Bale.
Yeah, Christian Bale's. It's good. It's a good movie.
2002.
Yeah.
Back when they made good movies.
Dude, 100%. Real movies.
Oh, Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler, too.
Yeah, it's good, dude.
I like him. Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean,
I have a hard time believing.
So is the mummy small, I guess?
Yeah, it's tiny. So it's about 16 inches.
So he
long.
thought it was a baby dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he looks like he's wrong. Just like you're wrong about Chinese food.
I'm gonna show you.
No, you're not.
I'm
not gonna eat the shit.
No, you're gonna eat it.
No, I'm not.
Bro, you trusted me with sushi AI.
I look at it looks like slop.
No, bro. Bro, Andy, you ever had egg foo young?
St. Paul?
You ever had a St. Paul?
Man.
Oh, bro, you would fuck a St. Paul up.
Fried rice, same color as DJ skin.
Bro, it's crispy, golden brown.
Here's the deal. See, I got fat eating too much good food. You got fat eating slop. There's a difference.
Yeah. I'm telling you
That's why I look the way I do.
Is that why?
That's why I'm handsome as I fucked up your motherfuckers' faces.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna show you one.
I don't care.
I'm gonna show you.
I'm gonna stick to what I.
No, bro, he's gonna get on here. He's like, "Oh, hey, man, listen, I'm sorry, guys. I gotta say this, man. DJ was right."
You don't think I ever ate anything down there?
I didn't say that.
Where the fuck you think I've grew up?
I'm telling you, never been in Union and St. Louis Avenue at Harold's.
Probably not.
Yeah,
because I probably would have got robbed.
Maybe. Maybe. Bro, cheese fries, bro, from a Chinese cheese fries from Chinaman.
Cheese fries are not Chinaman, bro.
It's the hood, Andy. Like they gotta
Best chicken wings you'll ever eat.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
We'll stick together, won't we?
Yes, sir.
Bro, I'm gonna take you down
I
there.
guess we was below the poverty line, bro.
That's why. Listen, the real Chinamans take EBT. That's how you know it's good.
That shit's nasty.
That's a fact, Joe. Stir fried meow meow.
Hey man, it is what it is, man. I don't know.
Stir fried raccoon.
That's fine.
Stir fried alley cat. What do you want today? What I got? I got some stir fried alley cat. It's gonna be right up your alley.
Yep.
And if you ask for something unique, they have to go to the backyard to get it.
Yeah, 100%, bro. Meow meow.
That's
Meow.
fine. That's fine. Listen, I
There
will
ain't no cats around DJ's house. DJ, what is this? Well, if I told you, you might not eat it.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, Hannibal Lecter. Show's over. All right. Don't forget to pay the fee. Don't be a hoe.
Share the show.